Hello, my name is Miguel from the Mobile Mechanic 757. I'm here for the mobile mechanics on this video, and a lot of mobile mechanics, they just fix cars. Well, there's also another way of making good money and helping the customers, and that's what's important. It's called a pre-purchase used car inspection. I'm looking at my notes, so bear with me. The importance of the pre-purchase used car inspection is the customer is at the mercy of the other person selling the vehicle. Are they honest? Is this a good fair price? Is there anything hidden? A lot of customers just don't know too much about cars, and that's where you come in at. You want to make sure that safety is a top priority for the customer. So you don't want them to drive off with a car that the engine's going to fall out, or there's hardly no brakes, or there's a hole in the tire, or the treads on the tires is completely gone. And you just want to make sure the customer is safe. You want to identify any hidden damages of accidents. When I do pre-purchase used car inspections, I have my own special way of finding out if this car has been in an accident, and it's like $5 worth of stuff that I use that anybody can do. I do a one-on-one consultation if you have questions of more in depth of how that works. You can go to mobilemechanic757.com, themobilemechanic757.com, and schedule a consultation with me, and I explain that to you. But I like to make sure, because Carfax is only going to have the information if it's been reported. So it doesn't mean that the car hasn't been in an accident. And it's very easy to find out it's been in an accident with two simple things that I use. I want to ensure passengers are safety. I have children. I have a family. And the last thing I want is to stick any of my loved ones, or anybody, even if I don't love you, any of my loved ones in the car, and the car is not safe, and then something happens. Let it happen to me, but don't let it happen to them. So you want to make sure that you are just on point, going with a fine-tooth comb on this vehicle. A lot of companies say, oh, we do 21-point safety inspections. We go beyond 21 points, beyond that. And I'm going to get in that in a minute. I examine the engine, the transmission, and electrical system by visual, audio, and my $2,000 diagnostic machine. I'm looking for stuff that cannot be altered by a customer. And again, you can go to my consultations and I can get more in depth of what you should look for, because some things can be altered, like stop leak and all that stuff. But when I'm checking inside the engine, I'm not looking for codes, I'm looking for real time. There's certain things that I'm looking for that you just can't hide. I identify things of wear and tear, and I also identify things that, okay, this car hasn't been maintained. It just hasn't been maintained. And I can tell you in 1 minute, by looking at one thing on the vehicle, the car is going to start giving out red flags just by one little factor. I want to avoid and help avoid unexpected repairs, because I failed the customer of not seeing that the alternator is not charging correctly. It better have that 13, 14 volts. Close to 14. No ifs and buts about it. I'm going to check the battery. Just giving an example. I want to check all that stuff. Alternators are very expensive. Batteries are very expensive. And I don't want the customer to get in the car and like, oh God, something happened the next day that I didn't catch. I don't like that. I want to know the maintenance history. I'm looking in the glove box. It tells us what's in the glove box. I want to look at the person when I'm asking certain questions, because I've already educated the customer to ask certain questions. And I'm going to educate the customer literally how to look at the body language. And I can do that, tell you how to do that in consultations. There's certain things that I ask, and certain things that I say or tell the customer to say or do, and watch the body language match what they're saying, their posture, their attitude, everything. I look at all that kind of stuff. So I can tell within 5 minutes if this is a BS situation. Been doing over 30-something years in the military and outside the military. And then I give the customer an all understanding overall of the vehicle. Chrome doesn't take you home. Chrome does not take you home. But I want to do an overall inspection on the vehicle and give a, this is the health of the vehicle. I would also use the inspection as a fair price. If I'm finding all this crazy stuff, the customer should bring the price down, or the dealership. Also, aligning the purchase with your budget. If they're selling you a car with 200,000 miles, but asking for 8,000 miles for a Ford Explorer, that don't sound kind of right. That's not even within your budget. That's just ridiculous. And I would make sure I let you know that, not the person selling it, but that's just completely ridiculous. Don't even do it. This is what the car is actually kind of worth in the current situation that we're seeing. And also, I found this, negotiate that. I want you to get the best value of your money. And the importance of having a pre-purchase inspection, you are helping the customer make a huge purchase, and all they want to do is put gas in the car and drive off. I sell two forms, one for the customer, and that's where the body language, some of it's in consultation to tell you how to do it, but these are certain questions, non-negotiable fees with the dealership, bogus fees with the dealership, questions to ask the private seller, and I take 30 minutes before I even do the pre-purchase inspection, and I go over, this is for the customer only. Also, this is the almost 10 pages of fine-tooth combing going through with the car. This is not just a skip through or download from the Google. This is an in-depth thing, step by step, so you won't miss a single solitary thing. And again, you can buy these documents at themobilemechanic757.com, themobilemechanic757.com. And you can also have a consultation if you wanted more information on how I do things, how I make it smooth, and all that great stuff. I want you, as a mobile mechanic, to go from beer money to champagne money almost instantly overnight. And I want you to completely be different than your competition out there. I want people to always remember you more than to remember somebody else, because when I'm as a customer, I want to know why you're different. Why should I give you my hard-earned money? Do you know what you're talking about? Were you communicative to me? Were you transparent? Did you give me understanding what I'm paying for, what you actually are doing? Anyway, if you like these videos, please like, subscribe, and share. Hit that like button so the algorithms can share this with all the mobile mechanics all over the country so they can make money. And all I ask you to do is just share the information and build each other up. Thank you.